I'm not sure I'm getting game sound here. Hold on. Properties. Headphones. Okay, I am getting sound. Cool. All right. So, back to Flying Waters. And we were searching out the Brushhead Village. There was some sort of information we wanted to get there, I believe. We don't have anything like a quest log, I guess. We have the journals, but those are just other people's journals. All right, I guess we just dive in and keep exploring. There was like, I remember now, there was like some kind of big monster here. Hey Radix, welcome back to the channel, buddy. Okay, so it's a pretty large open area.
This building has a certain melancholy beauty. A lone outpost of humanity nestled amongst the corals. A sailor lost at sea.
Our resident cynic is now a poet.
Wouldn't expect a Cartesian engineer to understand beauty.
I did not, I heard the thing, but I didn't, like I didn't understand what was happening there. All right, so we got the first strike. I think we go with offensive switch here. Hold on, how am I today? I'm doing well, thanks. How are you, buddy? Gonna turn the volume down a little bit. He has benefits from his base attack.
Chroma is flowing.
And then what do we want to do with her? Maybe an electrify here? Nice. Okay, we got the dodges. I'll take that. And we can just finish this guy with 3 attacks. Oh, 2. There we go. Okay, good way to open the stream. We've got some more enemies over here. Or I thought we did. Some different paths to take. Because we came from there. We've got the guy up on the ledge there. And then we got this path. Oh, okay. We got a mine lord here. We'll go ahead and open with a shot. And then he's marked. Does she have something for that? I can't remember. Pierce increases damage. Should we take this guy out? Why don't I use the rest of her AP here? We can hit his weak point. And then, oh, he's marked too. Okay. He's almost dead, but not quite. What do we want to do here? That's right, they can do that. I forgot that. He's dead. He's dead. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the game's fun. The game's definitely very interesting. It's pretty solid. It's a lot of fun so far. I just have a lot of other things I'm working on right now, so I haven't been able to stream it as consistently as I would like. What do we have here? What are these things? Oh, those are horses. Okay. And then looks like some ladies holding up a globe, but the whole thing's kind of degenerated or crumbled. Interesting. I can't break these boxes. This looks like a unique one, but I can't do anything to this either. Okay. So what do we want to do? We can climb up that. So we got lots of optional paths right now. Let's take this guy out. Okay. I think we'll start with this. There we go.
Let us stay.
And then she can go with something that hits everybody. The Earth Rising here, I think. Did I get both of them? No. All right, we got the dodges. And finished. Hey, Dan Richards, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. And Pila, you're here too. Fantastic. We got a whole group today. Love to see it. Okay, what else do we want to do? Found a number of branching paths so far. This thing looks kind of like an invitation to climb. But there's an invisible wall. Okay, so never mind. What about here? Alright, we have a goodie.
An advantage.
Another color of Lumina. Can I climb this somehow? No. Okay. This guy's a big boy, but we've seen them before. Alright, so he's got two mine guys with him. Let's start with these. Oh, he got one shot. Cool. Alright, let me polish this guy off, I think. And then... I don't have a good way to deal with all your... Oh, she got AP from that, right? Because she's got the when you kill an enemy thing. So actually, I do have something here. The Flurry. Can break. Not super helpful. That's the only thing she has that has multiple hits, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see it.
This and precision.
A storm is
Okay, that's pretty good. This thing's slow, so I think we want to ice it to slow it down.
ice. Shut.
Or rather, it's big, not slow. She got a crit there. His base attack? Probably. It's got so many benefits built into it right now. Let's see what it does. Oh, she gets to go again. Nice. What could she do here? Just offensive switch?
Careful, Mael.
Yeah, lots of delays in their animations. I think we could just straight attack the finish here. There we go. You got to the finale of Infinite Wealth? Nice. Nice job. Yeah, if you grind to beat the final dungeon bosses, they've definitely become overpowered for this story. Okay, he was protecting this, it looks like.
This will be useful.
Energy tint shard. Okay, so what are my... Let me review. I've got this path. I can climb the wall over there, or I can go on this grappling hook. Let's do the grappling hook first, I think. Because we got this enemy here we can get the drop on. Alright, how do we want to open up here? Definitely with this. And then what? I guess we'll switch stances here. Probably makes the most sense to take one of them out. Let's just take this guy out. Well, I probably just kill him with a couple shots. Oh, you're gonna be like that? Okay.
Danger!
Late.
On guard.
That's annoying. All right. She's got 4. Spark. I guess Degagement keeps her in the offensive switch, the offensive stance. Let's try this guy.
Sword is death.
Let the ink flow.
That did not burn him, apparently. All right. She's got plenty of AP, so let's go ahead and drop a Thunderfall. Okay, I'll take that. I did see you sent me a video, but I didn't have a chance to watch it yet. Fila. Where are we on health? Lune took a little bit. We could probably heal her from the next combat. So what was the point of coming up here? Is there another? Oh, over there. There it is. Okay.
Nice.
New Pictos. After a free aim hit, base attack damage is increased by 50% for 1 turn. Okay, that's probably pretty good for Mael. With all her speed, she's starting most combats. She doesn't need augmented counter anymore, so let's get her this new one, Versatile. There we go. That looks good. Okay, is there another path up here? It doesn't look like it, really. I can't even go back. I just have to drop, I think. All right, let's do that. No falling damage in the game. Love that. So now we've got 2 routes we can potentially take. I think we're gonna stay local before we... Well, hold on. Where was the other one? It was back here? No, this is where I came from. Then there's the wall. Was there something... Yeah, over here. Okay. Tour Eiffel. Port de Lumiere. So the Eiffel Tower? Or the Port of Light? Okay. I'm not sure which way I want to go here. This is another flag we haven't seen, so I guess this is something else? I'm not sure what this is. I'm also not sure I want to rest there just yet. Does this go out into the main world? Alright, let's hold off on that for the time being. We'll go back and climb the wall. And then we'll come back this way to the expedition flag here, after everything behind us is cleared out. Where's that wall? Here it is. Okay, we got another big boy to fight. Okay. So here's an interesting question. This guy, obviously, we know his weak spot. Some of them have a weak spot on the shoulder. That didn't seem to do much. All right. Let me attack this guy.
A storm is coming.
Now, what do you have with multiple hits here? Anything good? 1 hit. 1 hit. 3 hits from Electrify. Let's open with that. Plus it's his weakness, which is great. I think I take this guy out.
Take cover.
Man, that is so hard to time correctly. I know it wanted me to do the jump and the counter, but that is so hard to time correctly. We need to do some healing with her. And then with him... Oh, he's got tons of stuff. Let's dump some Lumiere assaults in. What do you have? He's not burning. Maybe Spark here? Applies 3 burn.
Take cover.
There we go. I got it this time. Got the counter. Okay. I think the jump to the counter has to come a little bit earlier than I feel like. I think that's maybe the case for a lot of the counter abilities. The dodge, the parry, and the jump. The jump in particular I've been having a really hard time with. Alright, more paths to follow. Not quite sure... Like, I know we're searching for this village of brush people. I know that was our objective last time, but I can't quite remember why. They wanted to ask him something. Maybe about... the paintress? So if we come over here, then what? Okay. Oh, there's the big guy. All right. So that's something to look out for. I don't think we want to go down. I think we want to follow the grappling hook here. So where does this go? Down to the ground? In case we do fall? No, this takes us back to where we started. Okay. I mean, what are we looking at here? Ambush around a corner? What's going on? I'm looking forward to fighting that guy, but I don't know how we get to him.
This will be useful.
The Chroma Catalyst. We've got tons of these things to use at camp that I don't know how to use yet. Yeah, I think falling is just death, so... That's the way back. Okay, we got an enemy here. We have not seen this guy before. Chromatic Troubadour. Okay.
Please survive.
Whoa! Okay, that was not great. He just straight up killed him. I didn't... first time seeing the trumpet attack and did not dodge properly. I think Lune has a revive. What do we want to do here? Probably get into... Target is burning. Some damage over time would be good here.
Flames. On me.
A storm is coming.
Rebirth needs 5. All right, so I guess I do a straight attack here. And we try to survive his turn.
Lune, watch out.
She's dead. Okay. Do I have a flee button? Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess this will be my first time dying. I don't know what happens. The chromatic enemies don't play around. If you say so. I don't have really anything to do here.
On fire. Ready to parry.
Yeah. Wow. Expedition failed. So where does it take me to? How much do I lose? All right, we're back to here. So we didn't lose that much. I guess I have to try that again and see if I can figure out his patterns better. All right, this is our first Dark Souls encounter where we're gonna die a bunch of times as we figure out how to fight this guy, how to parry him properly. What is he? He's got 3 attacks in that, it looks like. I better build up some AP on her so I can do the heal or the restore or whatever. Tricky shot? Okay. I got one of them. Not great. Boy, you can't even see the second one, really. I'm not sure what to do with her here. Maybe Swift Stride?
Get ready.
Wow, God, that hits so hard. And I don't think I can out DPS him before he kills me.
Let me paint death!
Barely survived.
Not giving up.
What do we do here?
Finesse and precision.
He's still not broken. Yeah, that's it.
I can do it.
You can't. You definitely can't. Wow, this guy, the damage. So do I just avoid this? Do I just back off and come back later when I'm stronger, or what? Like, I get the idea that you can do more damage if you can parry, because you can build up AP faster. But I can barely even get the dodges to work, because their animations are so hard to read.
Danger!
All right, not perfect, but not terrible. What do I have? I have to debuff him. I guess Ice Lance.
Ice shatter.
Tricky shot. God, what are those two? What are those two attacks? How are you supposed to? I guess you just have to memorize the timing. Like the visual indication of that attack is non-existent. The second one in that tricky combo thing.
On fire.
I can't figure that out at all. That one I can do, but the tricky one I can't.
On me.
See what I mean? Like, if you watch that last attack, he swung his trumpet at me like in an uppercut, and I dodged it. and then a half second after both of those things happened, his attack landed. It's really weird. All right, let's do this. Let's put this on story for now. See if that makes this any easier to figure out. I'm curious to see what it changes. It's probably just the damage values, but if it makes parrying and dodging easier, that could be good too. I'm not sure if I got that or not.
Danger!
Okay, it's definitely less damage. And I think I'm probably dealing more here.
It's flowing.
All right, which one are you gonna do? Tricky shot. That second one doesn't make any sense to me. The visual indicator is like lying.
I'm ready.
Okay, that's a little bit better, but that one was not the one I was having problems with.
Finesse and grace.
Yeah, I think the timing window gets bigger on story mode. It seems that way to me anyway. I could do healing light, but I think I'm better off just getting as much DPS in it as I can here. I don't have the AP for overcharge. All right.
Let's spill some ink.
You don't have much AP either.
Take cover!
That second one, that second attack and that tricky combo. Doesn't make any sense at all. All right, what do we want to do here? Probably anything. Do we have anything that can put a debuff on him here? I guess she doesn't have anything like that. Oh, she could put slow on him with Ice Lance, I guess. And then does she have a break skill? Yeah, Flurret Flurry, but she doesn't, yeah, she doesn't have it. I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure I understand how Mael's stuff is meant to be used. The blue orbs. Watch the startup animation. The blue orbs? Okay. Let's overcharge. Break him.
For those who come after.
Okay, so he's broken. What's her best stuff here? Flurret Flurry with high physical damage, 3 hits would be it. I want to stay in the offensive stance, but I also want to gain AP here. So I guess I stick an offensive switch in. No, she went to stanceless and did not gain AP. All right. She has no AP, so let's just attack. And what are you gonna do? Probably an attack as well. one I can read. I don't see any blue orbs on this guy.
A storm's coming.
Gustav, don't die!
Yeah, it's much more reasonable, the windows on story mode. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But it was pretty punishing on normal. I can't imagine what hard is like.
Finesse and grace.
Okay, now I can do this.
Finesse and precision.
Yeah, I missed the second parry. All right, well. There we go. Okay, so story mode, they're not that bad. It was pretty brutal on normal, though. So we picked up Troubadour, level 4, and some more, like, points. It looks like that's for Lune. All right. Free aim shots deal damage to an additional random target. Scales with vitality and defense. So it doesn't scale with all her luck points that we've been pumping, but it's a pretty solid weapon. So compared to 81, it's got 119, and it has this first level 4 thing. Let's go ahead and equip that. That's fine.
Nice.
Energizing break, plus 3 AP on breaking a target. Well, the only person who could really benefit from that right now is him. Yeah, he's not breaking with his base attack either. Let's put that in here. And then I guess head back. There doesn't seem to be a way to go after that guy. Like, there was no other way to go once we climbed up there, so I guess we're heading back for now? And then what? Oh, now I guess we go to the flag? Yeah, there was nothing else to do, so I guess we go to the flag now. Honestly, I might just leave it on story mode for difficulty, just because of it making the combats faster. Like, how do I put this? I'm very interested in this game, and the combat is fun, but I don't really like how obnoxious the systems are in terms of timing windows. I really dislike the fact that I know what I'm supposed to do and don't have the correct timing to do it. And it'll speed fights up too if I can parry and get AP and stuff back. So I might just leave it on story mode. I'm not sure. I mean, the whole point of me, like a lot of games I don't like playing on story mode because it's too easy and it takes all the challenge out of it. This game feels like the kind of game where it's just like story mode seems just right for what I want out of the game. And if I'm going to have more fun and be more likely to enjoy my time with the game on story mode than challenging myself with this artificial, like, difficulty they've placed in with making the system so hard to use, then maybe I'm better off just playing on story mode. Like, I have pride as a gamer, but I don't know if I want to spend it here. You were pig-hearted and played on hard? Pig-headed and played on hard. Yeah, I could be the same way in some games, but this one just doesn't feel like the game where I'm going to take pride in beating it on the hardest difficulty. I'm much more interested in the lore and the story than I am in... And, like, I want to enjoy the combats instead of being consistently frustrated by them. The parry window is just straight up no for me in its current, and like on normal difficulty. It's... You have maybe 100 milliseconds, maybe 200. It's way too small. And the parry, the dodges aren't great either. So maybe putting it on story mode and trying to learn that way. And then like, if I wanted to, I could play through it again off camera or whatever and try and get good or whatever. But I think I'm gonna leave it on story mode for a while and see. If it gets too easy, we'll put it back, but I think we're gonna do that. All right, here's another break ability for him. We're gonna grab this. Deals high lightning damage to all enemies. One hit, can break. If target is broken by the hit, overcharge is fully charged. All right. So now we have to assign his skill. I use Lumiere Assault a lot. I use Overcharge a lot. I don't really use Marking Shot. I haven't been using Powerful. Wait. Oh, he didn't have a 6th ability. Okay, that's fine. For her, what are we doing here? She only has 1 point, so it's moot. All right, for you, fire damage to all enemies. Rock slide, medium single target earth damage, can break. Oh yeah, I want that. Anything that can break is good. All right. So, no, this interface sucks. What do I want? What am I doing the most often with you for an opener? So we've got... Electrify is 1 AP. That's a good starter. What else do we have that's a low AP I can put on the first thing? I use Ice Lance a fair amount. Immolation is low AP. Let's put Immolation there, and then I think we'll move Earth Rising as well. So that stains 1 light. No, this produces 2. Consumes fire to generate 1 light stain. So does this mean, hold on. This little section here with the plus and the 2 lights. I think that means it generates 2 lights. This generates 1 fire. This generates 1 earth. And then this new thing consumes light, fire, earth, light, fire, and ice. But light can substitute for anything else. All right, so over here, I think I do want Ice Lance. And then... Healing Light is my only heal for other people. Lightning damage to random enemies. Single target. I do kind of want Ice Lance. I want Healing Light and Rebirth too, but that means I wouldn't have... Should I trade out? Yeah, I don't think I need... That's single target. That's single target. That hits everybody. That's single target. Maybe I give up Ice Lance here. For a while, the slow. And then we have Healing Light, Rebirth, and then I have a choice between Thunderfall and Rock Slide. I think I want to try Rock Slide since it can break. All right, let's go with that for a while and see how that feels. Maella, yeah, Maella, I'm just not sure what to do with. She takes so many turns to set up correctly, and then you have your AP needs. It's kind of rough. All right, what do we want to do with you? Your vitality is kind of okay right now. What are you? Your current weapon scales on defense. I think I'll just put some points into attack power here. Maelle, her agility's fine. She's already going first all the time. I think we need more vitality for her. More health. And as a matter of fact, I think we need more vitality for Lune as well. Okay, that seems okay. Okay. I still feel the lack of a map is kind of annoying. Okay, we've triggered a cutscene, so that's something. We're making progress. They're all filthy. Yeah, that's pretty poignant. A reminder of Sophie. You love the no map? I mean, I like exploration too, but I like some context.
Watch out!
You're right.
It only attacked when...
It's coming.
All right, here we go. Go blue. Oh, really? He does 3? All right. She still doesn't have a great way to do more than one hit here. She's not the best opener against somebody with shields like this. I guess I should just build AP when she can't do anything else.
A storm is coming.
Three hits. Yeah, 3 hits from Electrify is a good opener. He's weak to it. All right.
Please survive. On guard.
Okay. Now she's got some AP. So now we go into... All right, where do I want to go with her? If I go to offensive switch, then I could do something like Pierce. A mark would increase the damage. Lower cost if she's in Virtuoso stance. How do I get to... I don't actually know what Virtuoso stance is. We probably want to get there, so I need to use Swift stance, which means I need him to be burning. So let's throw a spark on.
Blaze on me.
A storm is coming.
Okay. So now he's burning. So Rock Slide can break. Consumes... We need Ice Fire. And I guess light? Some lights? We could do an immolation on him. What does Rock Slide cost? 5? Maybe I go Electrify again. He's weak to it. It'll give us 2 more stains to work with and only cost me 1 AP.
Take cover!
Why? What am I doing wrong there? I'm jumping right when he jumps. I need AP from this guy. I don't need charges, I need AP. All right, she can now, I think, go to Virtuoso. Regain 0 to 2 AP, so she'll spend 3. But then she won't have enough for Flurry. This is the problem. This is the problem with her. I don't understand how to use her. I guess you have to, like, hope that you get attacked and you can parry everything. He's still burning. Let me just attack him for AP here. He grows flowers. Okay. What? Oh, are those ads? All right. So now we definitely want to hit everybody. Which would be Earth Rising? That spends her AP, though. I wanted to use Rock Slide on him to see it. Let me just attack him here. And then maybe you can do something good. Your overcharge is almost full. Do you have anything that hits everybody? I don't think you do. High lightning to all enemies with 5 AP. Okay, we can use Shatter next time from him. Okay, she's at 8. He's burning. I think we can do this now. So we go Swift Stride. Low physical damage, 1 hit. Switches to Virtuoso stance if target is burning. So this will put her in the stance. Okay. I keep hitting jump on all of those jumps. Maybe it's not a jump. Oh, it doesn't have the jump indicator. I just have to dodge. It's not a jump dodge, aka no yellow prompt. Yes. Yeah. Okay. My bad. All right, now let's try using Rock Slide on him. So this should consume 3 of my light stains here. They should serve to increase the damage. Can break. I want to see how this works. I don't know if that did what it was supposed to or not. My stains changed. Okay, so he healed himself, I guess.
Let's spill some ink.
All right, so of course he gets his defense right as her special power comes up. I guess we use Flurry Flurry.
Precision.
Yeah, it broke through. It wasted some of the damage, but it broke through. All right, he's ready to overcharge, which should break, and then he gets AP back, I think.
For those who come after.
Okay, so he's broken. She's in Virtuoso, but can't do Flurry Flurry. Low damage, low damage, low. Everything's low. I guess we go with Per Se since it costs less here.
Precise strike.
That's pretty nice. And then for you, let's go Earth Rising and do something about these flowers. Oh, the flowers don't count. Got it. Okay. All right, let's try Shatter maybe, just to see what it looks like. It's not bad. I was too early on that third one, but at least I figured out what I was doing wrong there. Oh, look at this. I did not know this. +1 AP on successful parry or dodge. So that's how she builds up a bunch of AP. She gets into this defensive stance and then parries and dodges. That's actually really good. Do I have a skill to get into defensive? I guess Per Se and Spark do it. All right, I'm starting to see, with that, I'm starting to see more options for her. So we can put defenseless on him and get more damage out of Spark next turn and then switch back to... Okay, so we'll do offensive switch. And then next turn... Yeah, managing her stances is tough, but I think I'm getting a handle on it. She's low as well.
Feel the burn.
Regenerating his flowers. Okay. Yeah, see, this is pretty fun on story mode. I don't think I would have enjoyed this as much on the harder difficulty. What do you have? I think maybe a marking shot here.
Take him down.
Yeah, because she had something for this, right? This will, yeah, Swift Stride will switch her over. Nice. Managed to dodge that. I think I need AP here, so we're just going to attack.
I'm gassed.
Okay, she can go for a flurry here. Should kill him. There we go. Yeah. Shape of health is new.
Gustav, wait! It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a painter's creation.
Mael, what's going on with you? Why do you look possessed? Yeah, Peel, I understand what you're saying, but I'm fine with it. I'm more interested in this game. I'm more interested in the story. As long as the battles are still enjoyable for me, which that one was.
It felt familiar.
I'm okay with removing some of the
We
challenge.
won't understand what's
Letting
going
myself
on
have all kinds of
until
mistakes.
everything that moves.
Look, a red tree. The Gestrel village must be ahead.
The Gestrel Village. Okay, so that's the name of the brush heads.
Know what Neverons are capable of.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
All right. We still have tons of stuff. What if the monster was Sophie? She said it felt familiar? There was definitely a connection to the flower. But if we were gonna meet Sophie as a monster, I feel like this is too early for that, or that creature wasn't challenging enough, or like revealed in the right way. I'm not. You might be right, but feels like a little bit of a stretch to me. Ooh, I got up here. And invisible wall. Flying waters. Find your way through flying waters. Okay. It looks like we've made it to the Gestrel. Oh, Mael's nightmare? What? Are we getting a flashback? Oh, okay. Wow, what?
Still too far.
Being out here isn't what I expected.
As expected. Hey. You okay?
Death out here's not like death in Lumiere, is it? I thought I was used to losing people. I've have a foster child, right? But not like that. On the beach. That man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Neverons we were prepared for, but not. And now we've finally found other survivors, and it's You know, that's the insidious thing about the Gamage. It's predictable, almost gentle. It makes Lumiere complacent and accepting, but the Gamage is equally violent than death. Death is just as final.
In Pila, in a society where most of your people are dying every year, or big chunks of your people are dying every year, I think murder would be...
Yeah, me too.
It probably still happens, so it's an interesting question, but it would be far less common in a world like that.
Promise me. Run. Especially if we meet the man from the beach. We can't face him. You see him, you run.
Only if you do the same.
Oh, I'm running as soon as I see a strand of white hair, trust me. You won't even see me, I'm running so fast.
Oh, please, you're an old man. I can outrun you any day.
Yeah, right. There was a time when 30 was young, you know?
Sure.
The Curator's a very cool design. I've seen character designs of people with holes for faces before, but the golden, like, inset, the scars, very cool.
Surprised to find you here.
Oh, maybe we can now finally use our upgrade abilities? Or
Well,
items?
We can upgrade our pictos.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. So he's moved into one of the nooks and crannies here. The Curator offers you his services. Alright, upgrade expedition resources. The Curator can increase Lumina points for each character and improve tints by increasing their potency. Adding a Lumina point to a character costs 1 color of Lumina. There's no limit to the amount of Lumina points that a character can have. Improving tints requires special items. Each tint requires a different item. Improving tints increases their effectiveness. Each tint can only be improved twice. So, all right, Dan Richards, you said you had played through this before. Are the healing tints, do they come back when you rest at an expedition flag, or are they single use? Because it seemed like at one point I had used one just to try it out, and then it stayed at 0 for a long time until I found another one. So are they like extremely rare, or is it like the whatever the chroma thing is that restocks every time you go to an expedition flag? They refresh? Okay, so I can be using these more often then. All right. Well, we might as well upgrade the healing tint. And then I know I wanted at least 1 Lumina point on Lune and Gustav. I can't remember if I wanted one on Mael, but I think it's okay. We've got 23. I think it's okay to dump a couple points in here. For now. I definitely want to save some of them for later, but I had wanted to... get something else here. Healing tints, remove status. Any way to gain AP is good. All right. I don't remember why I wanted one more. But let's go ahead and take rewarding mark here. I'll try and remember that. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. The way it stays black when you're hovered over something that's selected is a very bad UI design. It looks like I have nothing selected. I guess it's the color. It goes from white to beige, but like everything else is in purple, and then you hover over this and it goes to black, which suggests it's not selected. It's kind of a weird. All right. What did we want for him? He's got 7 points now. All right. There is a limit to the points. It's the 64-bit integer limit. Okay. What can I get with 7, or what do I want? Probably marking shots. Well, let me grab rewarding mark here, and then what else can I get? This? All right. I don't know if this is a good, I don't know if this is a good burner or build or not. I guess augmented attack is good for her. And then that leaves me with, what? 1 point for staggering, I guess. I think we're still early in the game, so my build, I don't fully understand how to make the most out of these characters, really. In terms of builds, or how to use them in combat, but we'll keep playing with them until we get it, until we figure some of this stuff out. At least I know how to use those consumables now. I guess I could put more of the points in. I guess I felt like I was worried that we would end up with 8 characters or something, and I wouldn't have points for them if I spent them all too soon. So I guess we'll just leave it as is. Looks like I grabbed another level here. All right, so I've been building him as a vitality tank. He's still pretty healthy, especially because we're playing on story mode now. Maybe it's time to put some more points into might for him. And then for Mael, she's got plenty of agility. She's fine there. A couple points in defense wouldn't hurt her. But then I really ought to be focusing on damage and using dodges, parries, and jumps to avoid damage. Let's give her at least a couple points of attack. And then for her, let's keep doubling down on her crit rate. And then for skills, anything we have points for new? Not really. Okay. You ladies have anything to say?
How did the Gestrels survive out here?
I'm not sure.
I can't wait to ask them. Gestrels?
Oh, so here in camp, they're cleaned up. Maybe they're always dirty out in the field just because they're fighting and traveling?
Told you Gestrels were real.
You did not.
Well, I thought it.
Huh. Okay. Still got this for our background music, and I think that's it here for camp today. You built full offensive, so parry damage and high crit. I see. Yeah. Well, I have resets and stuff, so I think later in the game I might rebuild them. I'm not sure. Remember, the current objective could be good. Find the Gestrel village in the middle of the ancient sanctuary to find a way to cross the sea. Okay, let's write in the journal. Gustav finds a spot where he can be alone. Spends some time writing in his journal. He writes about how the arm they created for him was incredibly useful against water-type Nevrons. He hopes that one day his apprentices will read everything he wrote.
For those who come after.
Let's check up on the others.
Been a long time since I've seen you play.
A Gestrel village?
Yeah. I still can't believe they exist. I mean, what other fairy tales are real?
This is ultimately a war of information. There's still too much we don't understand. Where the paintress comes from? Why she does what she does? Who is she? 70 years and we still barely know anything.
And the man on the beach. Yeah, too many unknowns. But if we take down the paintress, at least that gives future generations a chance to unravel the mystery.
You seem better than before.
Yeah. Holding it together. Shock's worn off. A bit. We can't bring anyone back. But I thought we can keep their spirit alive by pushing forward. And at least there's 3 of us now. The mission hasn't changed.
Tomorrow comes.
Tomorrow comes.
Okay, very nice. And there's the save I was looking for. So I'm going to call it there for today. I feel like today was a good stream. We made some good progress, and I made some decisions that I'm feeling better about with this game. So I think putting it on story mode is the way to go for me for this game. Usually I feel too proud to do it, but for this game I feel like it's right for me. We've made it to the Jestro Village, so we'll start off the next stream tomorrow with probably what I presume will be like a fun comic relief style, like Wudwud Village type scenario. It should be a nice little perky opener. And then we'll get back into the grimdark combat and the exploration and stuff. But that is going to be it for today. So let me throw some shout outs to the folks in the chat. Radix, Daniel Richards, and Pilachu, thank you for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. To anybody watching the VOD in the future, hope you enjoyed as well. And hope to see you live sometime. We'll be back with more Clair Obscure Expedition 33 tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy your week as best you can. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.